Oh, Jesus, cold. It's 13 degrees Fahrenheit here on a Tuesday morning. But it's the morning! So the first thing that we do is organize our day with some gratitude and some patriotism. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the hat star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's get it on. Good morning. It is 5:09 a.m. here from Boston, Massachusetts, New England, the Atlantic Northeast, North America, planet Earth, which is the third stone from the sun, in the solar system, which is located inside a shock bubble of a heliopause and heliosphere of our solar influence, in the outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, which is in the local group, the Virgo cluster, the Laniakea supercluster, inside the known universe, which is part of the tapestry of the yet to be fathomed, unrealized, and unplumbed multiverse of all possibilities. That's right. It's time for Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show where we start off our day organizing our minds, hearts, and spirits with a little bit of gratitude. Because, face it, a little bit of gratitude does go a very long way. I started this gratitude list about 5 years ago, not about. So for 5 years, I've been doing a gratitude list, and it's made the biggest impact on my daily life, on my existence. I'm still the same person. I still have the same shoe size, same job, same bank account. But I feel like I'm a lot better now. I don't struggle with stuff anymore. I've learned to let things go. I'm not angry about stuff. I've learned to be at peace. And a lot of this came from gratitude, about achieving a sense of purpose and perspective. I'm very, very, very blessed. I really am. And how are you doing today? It's 13 degrees on this winter morning in February. Boy, Valentine's Day is coming up, huh? Fuck Valentine's Day. Oh no, what about your monetization, Sully? Don't drop any curse words until the first 5 minutes are over. Oh no. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. How are you doing today? Good to see you. So we start off the day with my gratitude list. I start off my gratitude list with what I refer to as the Foundation 8. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there, I elaborate and I build on that. I am still sick. I mean, I feel better in ways, but then in other ways, I feel worse. It's like I didn't get clobbered with everything at once. It's kind of like my body is giving me certain symptoms, like, parsed out. Like the sore throat is gone and the sinus, but now I have a stuffy nose and sneezes. So like when I'm upright, I can breathe fine through my nose. When I lay down, I'm all gummed up. And I woke up this morning with the biggest headache, a huge stuffed nose, and I blew my nose to clear the junk. And I've been suffering from bloody noses since childhood. And oh gosh, here it comes, another gusher. Just, it looks like a Friday the 13th movie in my bathroom at 3:55 a.m. Ugh, nah. But I'm doing okay. I'm on my way to work. We're down 2 people today, 2 of my teammates. It's a union thing. They're union shop stewards, and they need to go to some kind of union training where they like, don't sign this. have better, you know what I mean? Here's some skills you're gonna need being a union shop steward. So oh gosh, so today there's just so much to do, but there always is, and that's part of the process. It really is. I am grateful and blessed for my union job, for my health. I'm blessed and grateful because I earn a decent wage, and I earn a really fair, equitable, and very decent health insurance, dental insurance, health insurance. Here comes the train. Your favorite part of the day, right? Yay! Awesome. Let's grab a seat. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Oh, here we go. I had a dream last night. Or was it early this morning? Early this morning. I slept like a rock, kind of. I went to bed early. And I was out by like 7 o'clock. And I got a little extra sleep. I even had no problems going back to sleep after hold on. Take 2. I had a dream last night. Or was it early this morning? It's probably early this morning. It's still fresh in my head, and it's slowly fading. I can't remember who I was speaking to, but I remember it was me. And I was quite very much me in this dream too. But it was about spirituality. It was a dream. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? It was a dream about spirituality, and the Buddha had something to do with it. And something, a notion I've never heard of. It's a dream. So it's like everything has its own history and its own origin story in a dream. It's like a good comic book. And there's already there's like this world building involved. And so I'm talking to someone, and they bring up the notion of the burnt Buddha. I've never heard this in real life. Maybe I have. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it was like this story that came from Asia, and Buddhist people were driven out of their lands and regions, and what they would do, they would set fire to their Buddhas, their carvings of Buddha, because they were being displaced, and they didn't want their religious iconography to be disrespected, disgraced, and destroyed with malicious intent. So they did that with an holistic intent, with a good intent, and also with the built-in message of Buddha's very own theory of non-attachment.
Entering Quincy Center.
And I'm explaining to this person like the historical value of the burnt Buddha. They're like, oh, we found these burnt Buddha artifacts, and they're just like, they're very significant. And they talk about the strife of the area at the time and about colonization and all this. And I'm like, sure, that's one way to look at it, but also you're kind of ignoring willfully the act of letting go, and how Buddha himself would want you to not be attached to something as corporeal and temporary as a carving of him that is probably not even an accurate representation. Most far East Asian Buddhas seem to be of the chubby variety, and when Buddha himself, who was a real historical person,
Wollaston.
was probably very, very skinny. He wasn't a fat, jolly person. You know, he might have been jolly, but he probably was not what we would consider obese or body positive. Oh shit, here comes the unhoused people. Here we go. They're coming around. They're casing us. They're looking at us like we're human resources. It's first thing in the morning. At least they're keeping warm. It is literally 13 degrees Fahrenheit out there. So say a prayer for them. But don't whip out your wallet or open your purse and give them and hand them any cash. Don't do it. That makes you a mark. That makes you a sucker. They're gonna try to roll you. They're gonna give me the rest. Don't do it. Walk away. Somewhere brightly lit. Where there are more people. Just, be safe. But yeah, I'll have to look it up. Maybe I read about that in all the religious texts I've read and all the spiritual seekings and stuff. But interesting, huh? The burnt Buddha. Yeah, so instead of having their precious statues and icons and trinkets desecrated, by whom? I had no idea. I mean, historically in real life, this is something unfortunately the Muslim cultures will do to expurgate, infidel stuff in the regions they annex. You heard about
Entering Wollaston.
But so it goes. That's not just an Islamic thing. Christians do that all the time, But yeah, so I had a dream about Buddhism and about the value of non-attachment. Interesting, huh? I'm grateful and blessed for a good night's sleep and some dreams. At least it wasn't a nightmare. At least it wasn't one of those ex-girlfriend dreams. Oh gosh. I know my subconscious is trying to keep me company and trying to make me feel loved just a little bit. But please, I'll pass on the ex-girlfriend dreams going forward. Just
Next stop, North Quincy.
unless it's revenge from my subconscious for using gratitude and blessings and the gratitude list and purpose and perspective and peace to reformat my self-talk. My self-talk is no longer a constant churn of fighting with imaginary voices, planning arguments, staying angry, focusing on things I covet that irritate me, that agitate me. Be free of agitation. Let go. Don't give up. But let go. Learn how to let go. Learn how to use non-attachment. Interesting. Deep end of the spiritual pool with Reverend Sully first thing in the morning. Yeah, and it's 14 minutes past the big hour at 5 o'clock. That's actually 20. And we'll be doing our traffic update brought to you by
Entering North Quincy.
Mother Peter's Chicken Fried Sushi. Now that's a joke from an old baseball video game. I got the brand name wrong. But
North Quincy.
So yeah, I'm still coughing, I'm still sneezing, I'm still fighting intermittently clogged and runny sinuses. I got a headache, body aches. Should I be wearing a mask?
No
I was
smoking,
kind of
please.
turned off to the whole mask idea. The mask will keep any projectile saliva or mucus from your nose or mouth from ending up on your surfaces or what you're working on. That's true. I use a handkerchief. I cover my mouth and nose and turn my head away and, and
Next
that's
stop,
how I take care of my business.
JFK
But that's
UMass.
my business. But would I wear like a surgical mask or an N95? I'm not into it. I know those are people's beliefs, and if that makes you feel better, you know. Oh. There's a guy wearing a surgical mask sitting right next to me. I hope he doesn't feel judged. You wear it all you want. Make an interfaith joke about some head coverings, but people are so oversensitive. I mean, you can't make jokes. Yes, you can. You can make any joke you want. But if someone gets in your face over something you says, make sure that your ass has enough credit to cover your mouth. Sorry. School of Hard Knocks will teach you that. Yes, indeed. But yeah, I had a good night's sleep. I'm always grateful for that. I drank plenty of liquids. I had a decent supper. Steak tacos. I had a decent breakfast. You know those the lemon parfait cups that I love. It's got lemon curd, whipped topping, and pound cake in layers, in a 16-ounce bubble top. I get chocolate ones too. Chocolate pound cake, or devil's food cake rather. Chocolate pudding and whipped topping layers. Sometimes I get the Black Forest variant, which has layers of cherries, but it's like the canned cherries, cherry pie filling. And for someone that makes a big deal of like not trying to get things with high fructose corn syrup, this thing's got to be loaded with shit like that. It's like they're $2.99 each. I get like 3 of them every time. They're very practical. I save the lemon one for breakfast, and I save the chocolate one for dessert. And sometimes I have the chocolate one for breakfast. And I come into work being like, I had chocolate for breakfast. And they're like, no, you're going to be hyper. I know. I love my coworkers. I really do. I've been working with them going on 18 years in August. 18 years. No, 17 years, yeah. 2008 plus 17 is 25. All right. 17 years. Unless it really was 2007. Was it? I get that written down somewhere. Because I'm an old man now. Oh, boy. And how are you doing today? Let me know in the comment section how you're feeling. Everyone in your house and home feeling well? Or are you going through the cold and flu cycle yourself? It's out there. Do I have H1N1 bird flu? Am I allowed to say that? Did I take a COVID test? No, I didn't. I don't have any COVID tests. I actually have one COVID test, but it's like expired in 2023. So what I am doing is building a time capsule, and I'm gonna fill it up with I get a bunch of these COVID tests that they made us use at work. There's the plastic bag with the plastic, hard plastic. It looks like they look like bud beads. You gotta look that up on the internet yourself. But it's not a Q-tip wand. It's like you would put it up your nose, and then you would put it into the vial, and then you would give that, and they would get your mucus from there. But I mean, in this world of struggling over plastic straws, the amazing amount of plastic that was used for all of those disposable COVID tests that were overproduced. There's an irony there, isn't there? Have I taken the COVID test? No, I haven't. I mean, and for the people that really were, I know some people that lost loved ones during COVID. So you can't tell them that the whole COVID era was some kind of psyop. I think that's unfair. I've had some real life people lose parents during COVID. My poor mother was so freaked out by COVID. She had to commute to work using the subway too. You know, from Quincy all the way to Brighton. And they gave her such a hard time about tardiness. And then you had to like negotiate this wonky system of a bridge service. And she did it every day. And she would mask up and have the face shield on and gloves. Because my stepdad, you know, he has COPD. And she was so freaked out that, like, if I bring this bug home, it's going to kill my husband. She was definitely driven by COVID. And she had what appears to be 12 boosters in addition to the mandatory 3. I saw her Vax card. It's just, it's there's no room on there. It's all ink. It's all different boosters. She would tell me all the time, oh, we're getting boosted. And I'm like, God bless you. I mean, like, I'm not interested. I mean, I would never have gotten vaxxed if I wasn't compelled to. I needed to keep my job. Now I worry about myocarditis all the time now that I'm gonna, but you know, if that's, the Lord will take you and the Lord wants to take you. So look at it that way.
Entering.
Yeah, with all the stories of friends losing loved ones during COVID, I'm also thinking, like, did all those boosters, you know, contribute to my mom's demise from cancer? Was it turbo cancer? You know, I don't have any evidence. We'll never know. And what's it going to change? But yeah, I mean, that's my story. You know, I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Oh boy. It's going to be a busy day. But that's okay. It's going to make the day go by very quickly. Hopefully I'll look up and it's going to be 1 o'clock. Be like, oh wow, it's almost quitting time. I get to the office to start work at 6 a.m. I have for over a decade. So I'm a morning person. I'm an early bird. I'm up before 4 o'clock in the morning.
Andrew.
So if I'm not asleep by 8 p.m., I'm not getting my 8 hours. It's really taking, I don't want to say a toll. It's taking a toll on my love life, but it definitely has a mixed effect on my lifestyle. You know, I can afford a decent life, and I have, you know, but I mean, I've lost the ability to socialize because of my schedule, or in a robust manner. And coming up to my childhood bedroom window. Hello, little Eric. Talking about the School of Hard Knocks. So that's the university right there. The old Harbor Projects, the Mary Ellen McCormick Housing Development. I wonder who they're gonna name it after next when they redo it next. And of course, my head goes to the obvious low-hanging fruit joke of DEI stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, but that's just, you know, that's just being satirical. You have to watch your satire. You have to have good satire. I mean, seriously. But yeah, having dreams about the burnt Buddha and about non-attachment.
Entering Andrew.
Was it a message from the Lord? I don't know. Was it just a dream?
Entering
It could be both.
Andrew.
It could be neither. Well, let's wrap this up. I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep on keeping on. Happy Tuesday. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you tomorrow on hump day. And stay grateful. And let me know in the comments section, what are you grateful for? What's on your gratitude list this week? And I hope you're doing well. And keep washing your hands because it's good health, in the words of my friend Culture Casino. And you have a wonderful day and everything. And get a hug if you can. All right. Bye.